Well, as a songwriter, it wasn't probably until I was a teenager, something like that, but I'd always been interested in music since I was just a kid, and I loved the radio and hearing all the country records, you know, Ernest Tubb and all that great stuff. But songs didn't start entering my mind until I was a little bit older. I'd say when I was about probably 16 or 17, I started trying to put a song together, something I could sing. And then when I was about 18, I had written a song called Run, Romance, Run. And it's the first song kind of that I recorded for a little label called Teenager. And it wasn't a big smash or anything like that, but I thought it was great because I got a record out on a song that I had written. I had always enjoyed singing since I was in like the 2nd or 3rd grade, and the teacher, you know, would call the kids in and get them all to sing together, and so I was encouraged from that point with my voice. So, and I enjoyed singing. My mother always sang around the house, so there was always music. My dad played a harmonica, and so it was just a natural gravitation toward music, and I just enjoyed it so much I started performing at a pretty early age. I wasn't afraid to get on the stage and sing a song, and my friends' reaction to it really made me want to do it more. But when I saw you tonight, I don't know if you could mention products, but Jergens hand lotion had a contest that Johnny High ran in our area in Grapevine, Texas. And so I showed up for one of the contests and auditioned, and they let me sing, and I won that contest, so the winner got a chance to be on the Big D Jamboree on Saturday night. You got to do one song. So that was great. Yeah, Sonny's such a great friend, and one of the first writers I met when I had moved to Nashville from Texas, and he encouraged me, and I'd get to go see and meet with him and Don Gant at Tree Publishing every day, you know, and Don Cook, Rafe Van Hoy, and Curly Putman, Bobby Braddock. You see all these people coming into work and bringing their lunch, so you want to join up, you know. Well, Delbert and I were just young boys, and we met at a studio in Fort Worth in 1960, I'd say 61, and recorded a few things, but Hey Baby was the biggest thing that came out of those sessions for me. Bill Smith and I would go to radio stations. Back then you could walk in the radio station and meet people and sit down and talk to them and play your record, and if they like it, they'd put it on the air, you know. And so we were doing that, and one disc jockey in Fort Worth, Bob Bruton, had said, well, which side do you want me to play? And I said, well, the ballad's the one I'm trying to get to the platters, you know, so I would like to get that one played. And he said, well, I'll play that one. Somebody said, if you don't mind, I think Hey Baby's the side. And I said, okay, whatever you want to play. Delbert went with me, and we went to England. I think it was June 1st to July the 1st, something like that. We did a month.
Bruce and I were playing the first night over there, the first place. And they'd have, you know, all these other acts through the day. And then I would go out with this band and do 2 songs and then introduce Bruce and bring him out and play with him. We got through with the show, and they'd just been going absolutely crazy. I'd never seen that, you know. And Bruce did his last song, and he took his guitar off, and he took it back and set it back, and he went down to shake hands with him, and they grabbed him. And trying to get rings, anything, pulling his coat. And I reached down and grabbed him right on his belt and just started pulling him back. Because after 2 or 3 of them grabbed him, they were all coming, and I got him.
And on some of the shows was this group, the Beatles, and they had a drummer named Pete Best with them at the time. Ringo hadn't joined them. They did a few shows along with us, but we could see that the kids already knew them. They really liked them, and they were showing up for them. So we knew it wasn't just another group. But they didn't even know they were going to turn out to be what they were. Hey, hey, baby. Oh gosh, I haven't ever done an actual count, but over 200. Everybody from Jose Feliciano, Ringo Starr, Anne Murray had a #1 record. There's a guy from Austria put it out as Hey Baby Ooh Ah and sold 3 million records. It was in Dirty Dancing in '87. That revived it all over again after Anne Murray had a #1 in 1981 with it. And so I don't know, about every decade somebody comes along and does it and it becomes a hit again. So thank you, folks.
I tell you, true love is what's happening.
Oh gosh, again, there's a bunch of them that I wish I had written. I'm just proud of the little handful that I do have and that people recognize them. And you know, there's so many great songs. How could you pick one that I wish? Green, green grass of home. Okay, that's a pretty good one. You ever had a hot day? One of those train ways things go a little too far. In the middle of a good night, have you got a ride in the backseat of your car? I said, stand up. Have you ever been there? Stand up. I did it fine. Stand up. Tell us all about it. Stand up. I couldn't be happier. I mean, it's just, it's humbling, you know, to work all these years and trying to get some music together that people remember, and then to think that they really do. It makes a difference to you, and it's to even be lumped in the same group with the great writers that are represented in the Texas Heritage Songwriters Association is an amazing thing to me, and I'm very appreciative.